Hello, writers. I'm the Pen Mother, and today we're going to start a grand romance with your creative side. What's that you say? A capital G, grand, capital R romance with my creative side? I don't even know what that means. It means I want you to date yourself. Or rather, I want you to date the artist in yourself, and I want you to date your inner artist the way you would date someone you are really, really hot for, like the biggest crush you have ever had. Think about that feeling you get when you're really into someone. The butterflies in your stomach and how you notice the way they move and talk, how you see all the little details about them because you are fascinated by them. Think about how, when love is new especially, you want to do extra special little things for them. You want to make them breakfast and add little heart emojis or whatever to your texts, or listen with rapt attention to their hopes and their dreams and their stories. Take them out on really nice dates. No, really, I want you to take your inner artist out on really nice dates. And I want you to listen to your inner artist as if you were head over heels in love with them, or at least really, really wanted to get into their pants. In her book, The Artist's Way, here it is, Julia Cameron talks about taking your inner artist out on dates once a week. And I think that's a pretty great idea. But you could go out with your inner writer every night if you want to, and if you have the time. You're in love after all, right? Right? Okay, so here's how an artist date works. And for more information, I'd actually recommend that you pick up Cameron's book. Of all the books that I've read about writing, this one is probably the one that has had the most lasting positive effect on my own creativity, specifically in terms of getting me actually to sit down and do the creating. Okay, artist dates. 1, you take your inner artist somewhere that will feed your creative soul. 2, you go alone. Just you and your artist, no spouses, partners, kids, colleagues, writing partners, or hangers-on of any kind. Think about it. You wouldn't take your kids on an actual date, so they don't belong on your artist's date either. Okay, 3, you take your artist somewhere they want to go, not anywhere you think they should go. You are, after all, trying to seduce your artist by showing them a good time. 4, you have a good time. 5, you do this at least once a week so your inner writer doesn't feel ghosted. Now, you may have a lot of excuses for not taking your artist on a date, but I will try to answer the big ones. Excuse number 1, I don't have any time, I can't get away, or some version of this. Your artist date can literally be sitting down at your kitchen table to try a craft you've never done before, after the kids have gone to bed. Some of the best artist dates I've had have been watching old television shows by myself. My inner artist has a weakness for 80s TV, so sometimes I will eat an entire bag of potato chips and watch Remington Steele for 3 hours. You can find or make the time to do this. You're in love, remember? You would find the time to date someone you had a crush on, right? Okay, excuse number 2. I don't have any money. You don't need money to have a satisfying artist date. You really don't. You can go to a free concert in the park during the summer. You can take a hike. I do this all the time for my dates because my inner artist really likes nature. You can spend $1 at the dollar store on a box of crayons and doodle at the kitchen table. You can go to the beach and listen to the waves. You can go to a free sporting event, like a kids' soccer league, and watch how the parents interact with each other and their kids. Oh, it's a great character study. One of the best real dates I ever went on was a night picnic. If you live in a city, go to the roof of your building and hang out there with the sounds of the street carrying up to you. Excuse number 3. This feels stupid. Yes, well, we always feel stupid when we start dating someone. We always feel awkward, like we're getting it wrong, like they're going to hate where we take them and what we do. But if you really like your creative side and you want it to be happy, you will just keep taking it out. Eventually, your inner artist will start to tell you what they feel like doing and what they are really interested in. And then I promise you that you won't feel dumb at all. You will have a blast. Excuse number 4. It feels weird to go out and do stuff by myself. Hey, I get this one, especially if you're a woman. You may not feel 100% safe about hiking alone or midnight picnics alone. And most people feel weird about going out to the movies or to dinner by themselves. My only piece of advice on this front is to push through the weirdness and take whatever steps you need to feel safe and still go alone. That feeling of awkwardness is actually something you can use. Most writing takes courage and feels awkward, so you might as well get used to your artist dates making you feel uncomfortable. It'll help you get out of your comfort zone. I've been to art museums on my dates. I've been hiking. I've taken up knitting and chair caning. I've taken myself to the discounted movies on Tuesday mornings when I have been one of 3 people in the movie theater. Talk about awkward. I've gone to antique malls and I've bought myself strange, unidentified objects, and then I've taken them home and I've researched what they are and what they were used for. That's really fun. I've gone to the animal shelter to visit the dogs and the cats up for adoption. I've gone to the amusement park and I've ridden the roller coasters by myself. You can do anything with your artist date that you think your creative self will like and be interested in. So, go ahead. Show your inner writer a really good time. Do something they want to do. Treat them with kindness, attention, and consideration. And then, when you come home and sit down to write, maybe you'll get lucky.